Hey guys, today's blog, November 22nd, got a pretty exciting product announcement for you. HSP is actually announcing the newest light mounts that we're coming out with, which is the Thorntail and the Dropwing mounting system, and I'm going to show you those here in a second. But what we've done is we've partnered with Impact Weapons Components to develop what we believe is the lightest, lowest profile, and most ergonomic light mount that doesn't hinder your weapons manipulation on the market today. So, the Dropwing. What do we have here? We developed the Dropwing keeping in mind the carbine gas system, okay, shorter rail systems, and now you can also use them, I'll show you here, on a longer rail system, but we're keeping in mind the Hsp mod, the M4. Very widely used gun in the U.S. military, very popular on law enforcement and on the commercial markets, these shorter rail systems. The problem I have is I see a lot of shooters mounting so much crap to the sides of their guns. Big old lights on the side, or even small lights that are just in the way of where your hands should be. We don't want to compromise weapons manipulation because of a simple accessory. We should build accessories around us, around the shooter. So that's the theory that I put into these products, not to just come out with another light mount on the market. So this light mount is built to where it works with you. You can see how it interfaces in the clover of the rail. It doesn't actually go on, this particular model, the Dropwing, doesn't go on a rail interface. It actually goes inside with two simple screws and T-nuts. We pop it on, and now you can see it pushes farther forward on the rail. It's still a very solid light mount, and it totally clears any of my sighting systems or my laser system. So if you're running a pack type laser or a D-ball, it's going to clear that, and it's going to be able to position itself in 8 different positions around the rifle. If you want to run it on the other side with a pressure switch, or run it underneath or on top, flip it around, you can do all that stuff. Real simple system. The base mount comes for the Scout, as you can see right here. Here's one of the whites, so you can actually see it. This is how simple that bar is and how it drops it down. You can see where your 2 mounting screws go through, and then of course you have the mounting slots for the Scout itself. Now the other cool thing about that is if you don't have a Scout or you're on a budget, you can actually buy one of our ring systems. So this mount alone is $49.95. And then with the ring system, if you want a ring to fit an executive series light like this E2D, 6PX, G2X, or the older style G2s, which they're not making anymore, but there's still a hell of a lot of them out there, we have 3 different ring systems for that. So basically there's 4 different options with this simple drop wing, with all different types of lights out there. And it's not just for Surefire, there's other lights, insight lights, any type of 1-inch light, 830 executive series size lights, or your 1030 light mounts, okay, like the old G2. So we have it all covered there with this simple mounting solution. So that's it on a Hsp mod. Here's what it looks like on a longer rail system. Here's on a battle rail here from Troy, and you can see what's really cool about this. Look how it actually interfaces with the laser, the D-ball here, and the light. It's probably one of the most compact systems there is. And if you actually can see, the laser system clears perfectly, goes through right over the top of the Vampire. It also clears the Troy front sight flip up here. So, and what's cool about that is I can also still turn to IR feature on the Vampire if I need to, and I can actually move this up and down if I had to. So if you get a slight adjustment out of the Dropwing on this particular system. But you can see how slimline and how small that is. So if I did have to switch shoulders, there's nothing in the way of my hands. It feels exactly the same on both sides. So that's what's cool about that. Alright, so the next mount that we're coming out with today is the Thorntail mount. Now this is kind of the same concept and mounting solution as the Dropwing. However, this is built for a Picatinny rail system, so it can go on any rail. Now, you can see it's a simple 2-part design. Okay, these 2 screws obviously interface through the Picatinny slots, and you can see with the symmetric machining that we did to the sides here, it automatically gives you an ambidextrous capability in 8 different mounting solutions. Now, you can put this on anything, any AR system. You can punch it out past. Of course, you can see on the Hsp mod system here what will really punch farther, whether it's on the bottom, on the top. It gets that away from where your hand needs to be, that position where your hand needs to be. AKs. If you're running a Scout mount on an AK, pops right in there. So look where that Scout would sit perfectly. Or if I wanted to actually drop on my executive series mount, that's where it could be. And of course, I can move it back and forth anywhere that my hand placement works with that particular system. So it works really good on AK, super tight, probably the lowest profile on AK that I've used yet. Here it is mounted up on a Centurion arms rail system. Scout mount, it's got the 300 on here, but it'll take 600 in any of the 3 mounting systems. You can move it back and forth, and again have that 8 positions that you can mount it in. We're taking pre-orders today on this and shipping in about 2 to 3 weeks. You can find these mounts on both HaleyStrategics.com on the store or on ImpactWeaponsComponents.com. They'll have it on there. Now, we're retailing the Scout and the Scout only Dropwing or Thorntail for $49.95. If you do want a ring system in the 830 for the Executive Series lights or the 1-inch or the 1030 mount, that's $69.95. Super lightweight, super ergonomic, super low profile, keeps your hands where they need to be in weapons manipulation. It's an awesome mount, so check it out, guys. I'm Travis Haley. Stay sharp, be safe. Thanks for joining me.